This time I want to show you something a little different. I'll show you one of my pieces that I recently did. And you can see how this is segmented with this pinwheel effect. And that's not really very difficult. What you do is you cut pie-shaped pieces like this. They're simple pie shapes, and the same rules for segmented work apply to these. So if you want 8 pieces, then 22.5 degrees to make a complete circle. To get the pinwheel effect, like you see on this piece, you simply take those pie-shaped pieces and you index them all equally as you glue them around in a circle. And you put the piece of veneer in between and you glue them up. The issue is, quite often, it's a little bit time consuming and tedious to hold these while the glue sets. You can hold them like this with your fingers. Of course, if you have the veneer in there and that gets the glue on it and it starts to warp, sometimes it'll spread them apart if you don't hold them. But you can't put them in a vise too conveniently because, again, they're slippery with the glue on and they're odd shape. What I've done is I took a standard drill press vise and built some special jaws for it, like this. Now, you get a drill press vise that allows you to take the jaw shoes off, and then that gives you 2 holes that you can remount your new jaws on. These jaws are simply made out of press board with some, in this case, plywood down drops that go down and pick up the holes that you had on the jaws when you took them out. Now you can see that your new jaws will, of course, take the place of the old ones, and they carry a series of holes along here that hold pins, and you can place these pins anywhere you want. The pins I've used are these small 1/4-inch dowel rods, and I glued some pieces of hose on there. That's just for grabbing at different heights. So let me show you how this would work. Let's get these short ones, and we'll just arbitrarily put a couple of them in place. You get your pieces that you want to glue. Now you want to pre-mark the offset, of course, so that you get them all equal. But let's just place them, let's just say we want them like this, and obviously I got to move these jaws closer in, so let's do that. And let's just put this one here and say we want it like this. So then we want to get this jaw closer, and I can see that I want to probably relocate these over to here. Let's just see how that works. Now the beauty of this is if the pin holes are not exactly where you want them and you're having a hard time finding a location that gives you the grab that you want, then of course you could just take this to the drill press and drill a new set of holes because it's just wood. Now you can put a small pressure on there. You don't want to clamp really hard, of course. You don't need to. You just want to clamp and hold that glue joint. Now you can do something else for 15 or 20 minutes. When that one sets, you take the next pair, put it in place, and repeat that, and then you'll have 4 sets of 2 if you're doing an 8-segment piece. Then those 4 segments of 2 can be glued up 2 by 2 because, again, you'll just place these pins wherever you need them to grab the oddball geometry. That's what I wanted to share with you, and you can make this very simply, and it's fairly inexpensive, and once you get it assembled, I'm sure you'll find many uses for it for oddball shapes that you can grab with it. Thank you very much.